Welcome to GPL Capital Talks on Tuesday, a weekly podcast, bringing to you an interesting talk related to finance every week. Stay tuned. Subscribe now and press the bell icon to GEPL Capital's YouTube channel and never miss out on any stock market update and build your knowledge on investment. Hello everyone. In today's Tuesday Talks, which also happens to be our episode number 69, in this episode, we are going to talk about things you did not know about SIP by our research analyst mutual fund Tushar Patil. So before we start, don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We promise we will make investing easy for you. So here you go, listen in.
Thanks, Lakshmi. Markets are volatile, be it equity or debt, thus it's a daunting task to predict high and low of the markets. Hence, SIP, that is systematic investment plan, can be a better approach towards investment in financial products to attain different financial goals like traveling abroad, owning a house, etc. SIP is a method to invest a fixed amount regularly in a mutual fund scheme or equity stock. Thus, it allows to make the most of the growth potential by investing periodically, that is monthly, quarterly, or semi-annually, and benefiting from the rupee cost averaging method. Despite being a simple facility of regular investing, many investors hesitate to start a SIP because they feel they don't have enough money or they want to make money fast. There are several unknown facts about SIP investing. Now let me introduce this to you so that you can take informed decision about SIP investing. First, average monthly SIP flows in last 5 years stands at about rupees 7,200 crore by September 21. Mutual fund SIP accounts stood at 4.49 crore and the total amount collected through SIP during September 21 was rupees 10,351 crore, which is a record high. Second, it's very easy to start a SIP. Today, all mutual funds allow you to start a SIP with as little as rupees 1,000 per month, which will inculcate habit of regular saving and build a corpus for attaining different financial goals. You can even withdraw corpus from SIP portfolio anytime when you need. For less manual intervention, there are different types of SIPs in place which can result in better output with the help of rupee cost averaging and power of compounding. Types of SIPs are: first, flexible SIP, to enable investors to invest more when the markets are falling and go for a low SIP amount when the markets are at high. Second is step up or top up SIP, which allows you to increase the SIP amount at fixed interval. For example, after every quarter or 6 months, you can increase SIP investment amount. Third is trigger SIP. With trigger SIP, you get to set a trigger of specific NAV of a mutual fund scheme for your ongoing SIP investment. And last is perpetual SIP. Every SIP with no end date mentioned in the mandate turns into a perpetual SIP, which will run until 2099. However, you do get the option to stop the SIP by communicating it to the fund house. And for SIP investment with a fixed tenure, you should enter the SIP end date in the mandate. Now I will introduce you to rupee cost averaging method, which many investors are not aware of and is a major advantage of investing through SIP. Investment through SIP helps you tide over market highs and lows and brings down your average cost per unit. Thus, you buy more number of units when the market is low and less number of units when the market is at high. Thus, over a period of time, the cost per unit averages out and usually places the investment in a position to earn good returns. Another important fact about SIP is that one can pause the SIP investment up to about 6 installments or 5 months worth of SIPs, depending on what your mutual fund house allows, by filling a simple form, or can do it online. Thus, you can take care of Diwali kind of expenses and start investing again after some time with flexibility in place. Next is one can save tax by SIP in ELSS schemes. Please note here that every installment gets locked in for 3 years. So while withdrawing, only those units can be withdrawn which have completed 3 years of time period. unlike non-ELSS schemes where you can withdraw all the units in one go whenever you need liquidity. Another fact is one can invest through SIP in any category of mutual fund schemes like debt, floating rate debt funds or money market funds for building emergency corpus, in hybrid funds for better than FD returns while taking less risk as compared to equity schemes, international funds for diversification purposes, and even in gold funds for hedging against inflation. Now next fact is about start or discontinuing the SIP. It takes about a month's time to stop or start SIP as it happens through mandate registration with the bank, and bank takes some time for operational purposes. So one need to have this buffer of 30 days in place before start or discontinuing the SIP. So this was all about important things one should know about systematic investing. Thanks and happy investing.
Thank you so much, Tushar. So you can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram, for where we are talking all about investing for you. Thank you so much. Investments in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Investors must make their own investment decision based on their specific goals, financial position, and risk appetite. The content provided herewith is purely for information and educational purpose only.